First question is, how did you first learn about some of the pictures and videos of yourself? And how did you first learn about OnlyFans?
Okay, so for my 18th birthday, I found out my sister was a dancer. I already low-key consider myself a nudist. I really hate clothes. If I don't have to wear them, I will not. Leave me in the house where I can be naked. That's why I have my own place. But besides the point, a lot of people was like that I follow on Instagram was promoting different stuff, and I got a whole bunch of spam DMs about, promoting my business, and I'm like, what business? What are you talking about? So, my first introduction came from one of my close friends, and she was basically telling me, yeah, this is what I do. And when I first started, I was on Chatterbeat. I'm still on Chatterbeat. So go through the links later. But I had did that for like 2 weeks, and I received my first little direct deposit, and I was like, hey, I could go shopping with this. Like, this is not no piddly pocket change. Hold up, I kind of like this. I did have a real job at the time, but I was like, no, I was making more money at home than working, so I quit my job. So it became my everyday life, and like, even now, I still consider it my 9 to 5, technically. But yeah, why not? I can like go to sleep naked and get paid for it.
Have you ever actually done that?
I actually have. Like my Cam Soda stream, it's like, well, it's a whole bunch of different like categories, but my mainstream, I call it my fetish stream, where basically like, that's what I do. Sometimes I'll sit on there, eat naked, sometimes I'll sleep naked, sometimes I'll just be on live doing absolutely nothing, like cleaning my room, and I'll make at least $80 from that. So that's not even an hour's time. That's probably like a half an hour. It doesn't take me that long to do anything. So that was really cool. And now that I'm a mom, it's actually more convenient for me because I don't have to send him away if I don't want to. Hey, go to your room. Bye. Turn my music on and do what I do. It is what it is. So pretty fun. Yeah.
So, now, when you're not making videos and you're not recording for your streams or whatever, what do you like to do in your free time? Just, you find fun, some of your hobbies and everything you like to do.
Well, I'm a pothead. I'm actually a medical patient, so I'm not a pothead. I'm a legal pothead. But like I said, I do have a son. He's 3. He likes to go outside, ride his bike, and all the fun stuff. When he's not here, I'm usually like chilling with my friends. Sometimes I'm on FaceTime all day. Like it all depends on how I feel. I do have like a babe thing though, so when he's not here, I mean, what else happens? Like, I have a normal life, guys. I cook, I clean. I don't expect nobody to buy me everything, but that always happens. Shit happens. But, yeah, I have a normal life.
That's what's up. So, just a real general question about you. What are some of the things that make you you? A lot of your just personality characteristics and no, I'll phrase it a better way. Since they're here, what do you think they would say are some of your worst and best personality traits?
I'm a goofball. Everybody likes my goofiness, but I'm honest. And, like, the only bad thing that I can say, not everybody gets to see that side of me, but we have mental health problems. I mean, I have problems deeper than that, but I get real quiet and I start low key cussing people out, and they be like, "Yo, I ain't even do nothing." I be like, "So what? Fuck you, leave me alone. I'll talk to you later." Like, and even working in that field, like I said, that's my 9 to 5. I would rather not go back to a real job unless I guaranteed have to. Like every job, you have your slow periods of time where money slows down. Like right now, and everybody in quarantine, not everybody's back to work. So my normal customers that I would make $80, $90, $100 from in an hour, they're not on there because they're not working. So instead of me having a $400 check next Tuesday, it's probably going to be like $150. So, I mean, the great thing about it is we get paid every week. So, I don't be complaining too much. But that's just life.
So you mentioned there's a lot of people working in sex work and have issues with mental health. How do you find the balance between work life and taking time off and just taking care of yourself and taking care of your son always?
Okay, so personally, me myself, I actually go through times of periods like I won't say nothing. Sometimes I'll go ahead and announce it, "Hey guys, I'm going through something. If I'm not online, don't be mad at me." Like, I have the option, especially like on my live streams, I have the option to give a wave message. So I'll try to update that frequently, and then when I do get on, we'll go through like probably a half an hour just asking questions and trying to figure out what's going on without necessarily actually telling what's going on. But just so they get an idea, like, yeah, I'm not avoiding you. I don't want to quit this, but this is what's going on. Like, you wouldn't believe it, but I think most of my customers are like low-key my therapist, and I actually have a therapist. But I can just be like, "Look, this is what's going on. I really don't feel like doing nothing crazy, but if you want to go stream privately or whatever, we can. Just don't expect me to give you 1,000% because it's not happening."
Gotcha. So, what were some of the reasons behind you starting your career online other than just being interested in it and being able to make a lot of money?
Well, like I said, okay, so I want to say when I was 15, I started modeling. That and, sending like my little boo thing at the time, because who don't like sending nudes? Even then, I was a hothead. So, so I would do like a whole bunch of walk-in photo shoots at Graffiti Warehouse the first Saturday of every month. I'm not sure if they're still doing it, but I know when this is over, they'll be doing it again. They do like amateur models and a whole bunch of professional photographers. So I started with that, and one of the photographers was like, you really a pro at this. Like, I know this is like amateur, but you know what you're doing. You know how to work certain stuff when you need to. And I'm like, yeah, it's just my life. Like, who don't like taking selfies? You do the same thing. You're just in front of a camera. Think of it as taking a big ass selfie, but someone else is holding it. So, I had started that, and then, like I said, when I turned 18, my 18th birthday, my sister was already dancing, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna go do a set with you one day, and she was like, alright. I didn't like it too much, because I realized I don't like people touching on me that I don't know personally, and then there came a whole bunch of ads about streaming online, receiving money. So I was like, all right, let me see what I gotta do. And it was like, submit your ID. And I'm like, oh no, that's too much. But when I found out they give you I-9 forms and you can claim it on your taxes. I was like, oh, you got me there. So that's how I started, and even now, like I do events in Island still. Currently, I would consider myself a part of the show. It's called The Sex Show. It's an erotic show. It's basically a learning experience for anyone that's into like BDSM, erotic poetry, just learning about certain stuff. That's a great event. You can find it on Instagram. Just look up The Sex Show. It's a whole bunch of states, cities, and everything. Follow it. Do that. You can do that. All right. Next question.
I'm gonna have to put like a link to that somewhere on the video for sure. What was your game plan when you first started things here? Like your first ideas, and what were the first things you did online? Like I know you mentioned doing the photographs with the crew that did the graffiti pics and things like that. But what else did you do? Starting off on your own page.
Okay, so when I first started my OnlyFans page in general, it was kind of easy for me because when I was modeling, I had a modeling website. I had started, but I wound up deleting it, unfortunately. But yeah, I had started, and a lot of people was like, hey, I really like your pics. If you're going to be posting pics like this, you know, you should sell them. And then that's when I found out about OnlyFans. So I was like, okay, when I first started, I was like, let me go ahead and do my little trial, 7 days free, and then charge $5 because I was just starting. And I want to say, like, within the first month, I had like 10 subscribers. I'm like, okay, at this point, I'm only posting pictures. I wasn't posting nothing crazy at the time. It was just pictures. And because of that, you know, every year, I just go up my price a little bit. But now it's just like, okay, posting content, period. If I'm cooking first thing in the morning, whatever the case is, I'm probably going to post it. If I like the way it's recorded, it's going to post it. And because OnlyFans is not one of the websites, like I got to go through everybody and say, hey, give me your ID, let me make sure they know that you're of age because I post adult content on there. It's a great website. And then, like I said, the payout to that, you make your money and it clears, and you pick it. You don't have to cash it all out at the same time. If I have $20 in my account already, that's already processed, I can go ahead and cash that $20 out. It's not like I gotta wait until it gets to $100, $200 for me to cash out, even though I maybe have that much pending still. Like, it's being a mom, you know, sometimes, well, being a person in general, I'm not just gonna say a mom, but times get tough and you just be like, all right, look, I just need $20 real quick, just so I can do something. Like, so that made it a great experience for me, and that's what still makes it a great experience for me.
So, working for OnlyFans and making content full time, is that way easier than maybe working a regular full time job for you? Because I know for some people it seems strenuous at times, and they genuinely just like have to take a break. Like they can't just post and record like all day, every day, and they just have to stop at some point. It just becomes stressful. Plus they're dealing with fans and constantly talking to people and dealing with drama sometimes too.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, like, even as, I consider it an in-house sex worker because I'm not out there doing crazy anything. But, even that has its tough times, like, we'll have people, I've had people subscribe to my page saying, you know, something about my feet, I got big feet, I wear a size 10, so what? I have amazing feet, they're just big. So, you know, we get those customers, and then the ones that want to talk a whole bunch of shit, but want to constantly subscribe because they know they're getting what they're looking for. Like, it's kind of annoying to the point where I be like, if I could just block you and still make your money, I would keep it that way. But I'm not gonna do you like this. But yeah, and so besides that, and like I said, it's financially easy sometimes to just go in and cash out, or like it's a quick buck. I know that if I'm down right now, I can do this, and I'll be good.
So, do people really just hit you up out of nowhere and just starting drama, and like that's the only reason they're subscribed? Like, they don't even care about the rest of the content, but they just want to talk shit?
Okay, so one of my ex-girlfriends or current girlfriend, whatever, had subscribed to my page because she found out he was subscribed to it. And she was like, I don't see, like, she like messaged me and was like, I don't see what he saw in you, you know. I just feel like I'm so much better than you. Who wants to be with somebody that does this? And I'm just like, okay. Like, if you want to do this, you can, but I'm not going back and forth with you. That's a waste of my time. Like, you're not doing nothing for me. Your $5 is nothing. Thank you for subscribing, but this is not worth it at all. Like, crazy.
So, what specific content do you sell on your page that's different than, I would say, a lot of the other people that make content? Because I swear it's like every other week or every other day somebody's moving into like the top 1% or top 0.1% or whatever. Just like all for nothing, just basic posts,
yeah,
like that. So
okay, so OnlyFans is a content website, period. Like, I could make music and post it on there and charge people to listen to, like, my rough drafts or whatever the case is. Like, people do that. But me, I would just say, like, I'm not gonna say it's unique, but I actually try to interact with, like, my customers and stuff. Like, I don't just post for the simple fact that I need to post something because I have 31 subscribers. Maybe I should post something. Like, I don't post because of that. I'm more of a, hey guys, what should I post? Like, I'm a kinkster. Like, I can post a lot of shit. Let's just say that.
Right.
And me just being me, I know what I like. So if it's up to me, I'm just gonna strip for you all day and post her videos. But that's boring. Who wants to constantly resubscribe to that? Nobody. So you interact with your customers. Like, I'm not gonna say everybody doesn't interact with their customers, but I do know like a couple pages that I have followed. I would like message them and be like, hey, do you do these types of videos? And they'll just be like, no. Like, why? Oh, I just don't want to record myself doing that. Oh, but you do it on a regular, but you can't post what you do. That's like me saying I'm pan, and by pan I mean pansexual, and I never post a video with a female, but I deal with females.
Right.
So if she gonna let me record it, I'm going to post it.
Exactly. Why not when you can just, that's gonna be another video you can put out there, more content, you're gonna make more bread off of that. So
yeah.
why not?
I've interacted with a lot of people like that. Or I saw people like promote like feed pictures on like their Instagram or their Snapchat and be like, follow my OnlyFans, but then go on your OnlyFans and nothing on there.
Yeah, I see that a lot too.
Don't tell me you got the fattest ass in America and mine is just making it. No, we're not doing that.
So what other advice do you have for any other anyone else starting out on sex work online?
Just be yourself. Like, don't, like, okay, I understand people wanting to hide their identity. 90% of the time I'm me because I'm just that comfortable with the amount of people that actually logs onto my streams or that follows me. Most of them I know personally, which makes it great for me because it's not like I'm putting myself too far out there. Like I know they're gonna have friends and be like, hey, subscribe to this, or hey, she's online, go see this. Like I've actually had one of my friends watch me on my live stream at a party with 12 of his homies. Like, and I was just like, for real, and he was like, go ahead, do your job, come on, make this money. And I'm like, you're right. But, that's besides the point. Like, just being in your home, you should be comfortable. If you're not comfortable in your own home, something is seriously wrong with that picture. I'm a real spiritual person. I sage, I have crystals all around my house. I have chakra and aromatherapy incense. Like, you should be comfortable in the place that you call yourself work, period. For any job, whether it's sex work or not, if you're not comfortable, you shouldn't be there. Have a backup plan, but you shouldn't be there. First getting into it, like I said, nudes, everybody take nudes. Who don't take nudes? I know you got some fire nudes that you were just like, I wish I could send this to my boyfriend, but I don't have one. Post that shit. You have like 5 subscribers. There you go. That's your first intake. Twitter is actually great, and I would just like post when I'm streaming. Well, on like certain sites, you have the option to connect your Twitter feed to it. So when I would post something, it would directly post to my Twitter. It'll still be blocked. Like OnlyFans will go, hey, such and such just posted a new content. Subscribe. It'll have a picture, but it'll be blurred out with the lock on it. That's really great. And like I said, starting out, I had a whole bunch of people. They would like and retweet my tweets, and I would be like, ew. Wait, I don't understand. Why would you want to retweet something that you can't even see?
Right.
But hey, it brought me money, so I stopped complaining. Like I said, my Instagram, I have 3 pages. It started out being one like everybody, but of course, I have a son now, so I have a me page, a me and him page, he has his own page, and then I have a family page, I consider it. We can put the links in there somewhere. I'm not going to do that because that's too many everything.
I got you.
But that's like I said, you always want to promote yourself. No one's going to promote for you. If you're not enthusiastic, I guess I want to say, like about what you want to do and how you want to do it, it's not going to make you no money. I can say I want to go work in a strip club, but nothing's going to put me there until I actually go experience that for myself. Like I have a friend, she just started and she asks me all the time, hey, promote my page for me. I can promote your page all day long, but if you're not promoting you, me promoting you is doing nothing.
Right.
Like, ain't nobody going to look at your page just because I'm posting you in a bikini. Like, okay, I can edit your pictures however you want me to, but that's not going to bring you fans. Like, I've actually took pictures and like fishnets or whatever the case is, and that's it, and I'll post it. I'm comfortable with myself. I love myself. Can't nobody judge me better than myself. I don't care what anybody say. I posted crazy ass pictures and just not gave a fuck. But as long, yeah, like I'm saying, basically just be comfortable with you. If you're not comfortable with you, don't do it, because it's not going to help you in the long run. It's just going to slow down time and be a waste of time, because I don't know what you like. You know what you like. You know what you're capable of doing. You promote that. Yeah, I got friends on I got family on my Facebook page, but look, I'm grown. You're not gonna tell me what I can do. You ask me for $20 and I give you just $20. You're not gonna ask me where it came from.
Right.
Be comfortable with yourself.
That's really good advice. Do you think more men should try to start careers as sex workers online? And what advice would you give to any gentleman who wanted to start something content online?
Shit, do you? Have fun. It's about having fun. Any job you should have fun at. If you're having fun, you can make money, do it. I don't know too many men that's actually comfortable, like, announcing that they have one. But the handful I do know, shit, like I said, you sit here all day and bend your girl over and want to record it, and you don't feel comfortable with posting it, but you got it in your phone, and now it's sitting in your phone. But 9 times out of 10, you're probably showing one of your homeboys. Think about it. Make money, boo-boo.
Yeah, that's true. If you're already going to show the homies anyway, you might as well post it.
Might as well post it.
So, let me ask you this. When it comes to your fans or just random people approaching you, whether it be in your DMs on OnlyFans, Instagram, or whatever, or just in public and say they recognize you, what do you think is some of the best interactions you had? And give me an example of one of the worst.
Well, honestly, I've never had nobody approach me on like a bad tip, but I was with my son's father one day, and I was actually down the harbor, and this guy had like tapped me on my shoulder, and my son's father was like, "Hold up, wait, who is this?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "What you mean you don't know?" And he was like, "Oh," he was like, "This your girl?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I don't want to be disrespectful, but I had saw her on one of her live streams. I just wanted her to know she had a nice body in person too." And I just knew it was going to be a fight. When my son saw it, was like, "Can we just go home?" And it was like, "I'm not mad, but can we just go home?" And I'm like, "Alright." And then, like, I had somebody approach me. I was like getting on the train or about to get on the train, and he was like, "Yo, I follow you on Instagram," and I was like, "Okay." He was like, I just wanted you to know that now I know you in person. No, you don't know me.
No.
You still don't know me." like my social life is 12 times worse than my innocent life, guys. Like, I'm innocent. I'm a wife and 4 kids. Like, no, I only got 1. But still, I'm innocent. I don't do none of that stuff in real life. I don't know what you're talking about. This is not in my 4 walls. I don't do it.
You just see me on the street. No.
You don't see me. That ain't me. That might have been my twin sister. You got a twin sister? Yes, I actually have a sister that looks just like me. Not my twin, but that's my twin.
Right. So what do you think is the best way for people to approach you? Because I know a lot of people feel like they want to say something to the people that they're subscribed to or following or whatever, but they never really know the right way to go about it.
It's complicated. Okay, if you see me by myself, I really don't care what you say. If you see me with this little short light-skinned boy that looks just like me, it's probably my 3-year-old, just PG-13 your shit. I saw you on TV. I like that approach better.
Okay.
And to be honest, my 3-year-old actually knows what I do. complicated to actually explain right now, but he's opened my laptop to my page a couple times. I'm just saying. Nothing crazy's been popped up, but it's just my profile being on my laptop.
Okay.
If I'm like with somebody that looks like my partner, like we're holding hands or something, please be respectful. Like I'm not the type to date the jealous person, but just don't OD it. Don't be like, yeah, I follow you on your OnlyFans page, or I saw you on Cam Soda. You ain't gotta be direct with it. Just be like, yeah, I follow you, and I just wanted you to know that I follow you.
I feel like just because some people aren't really too good with personal interactions, they just go OD with it all the time.
Yeah, like even myself, like the other day I walked past this girl like 3 times. Well, it was 1 time, but we like made eye contact like 3 times, and she just looked at me like she wanted to say something smart, and I just had to go like, I really just think you're pretty. That's why I keep staring. Like, I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know if this your girl you staring with, but I have to tell you, you're very pretty. Like, and she was like, thank you, and I was like, whew. I just knew she was about to chew me out.
Yeah, it be like that. So I guess guys don't realize that too sometimes. Like, yeah, girls be looking too. They really do. Like, it's not just you. It's just how you go about it. And it's how you approach it. So just
yeah, like, and then like even outside of being a sex worker, like if I post a normal ass pic on Facebook or whatever the case is, and somebody DM me and don't send me a picture of your anything. Please do not send me a picture. That's the quickest way to get blocked. I don't care how much you like me and you're trying to flirt. Don't start off the conversation with that. Never. To nobody. I don't care if you met me in a sex group. Don't do that shit. It's not cute. It's not a turn on at all. I don't be like, oh, he got a nice. Let me finish this conversation. No. And then a person like me, like I'm not really the sex person. Like I'll fuck you because fucking is great. Who don't like fucking? But I'm a spiritual person. Like I like to mentally connect with someone. Like me and my boyfriend don't have sex every day. Like, and I'm okay with that. Like with a straight face. I'm fine with that. Like, I'd rather know you on multiple levels because then your relationship becomes based off of sex. Like, even now, and I have a friend that, like, follows me on Instagram, and he but he started following on my Cam Soda, and he's like, we're gonna have an awesome friendship. No, we're not. Because all you know me is naked. How? I can't go out with you without you sexualizing me. Yeah. And he'd be like, no, that can get turned on and off, but you don't do it now. I FaceTime you all the time. So no, there's not a friendship outside of me working. Like it's just how you approach somebody. Like it goes a long way. Like even being in a relationship or not, like 1 million men or females will flirt with you and you can flirt back, but it's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Like you don't disrespect your relationship in any type of way. Like, yeah, I think you're cute, but I got a girl. A lot of men aren't men enough to say that. Like, but I know my boyfriend flirts. It's natural. But I also know that if the conversation gets too deep, he'll tell me or he'll mention me. And if they're not fine with that, then fuck you. Okay, we can't do it together, then who are you? Right. Nobody.
Yeah. That's good. That does lead me into the next question, though. So, if you weren't in a relationship currently, or say if your relationship was an open relationship, would you ever meet or work with one of your fans?
Okay, so I'm putting myself out there, but before my relationship is kind of brand new. But before my relationship, I actually was supposed to meet up with another content maker up in Chicago. He does some of the similar content that I do, but it's just that we've been following each other for so long. It was just one of them things that kind of like clash into a possibility. So yeah, definitely if I like feel comfortable with you enough, I will go ahead and travel. Like I travel to do photo shoots with different artists all the time or content makers all the time. That's not the problem. I just feel like once I'm completely comfortable with you and I feel like we understand each other, I know that me having sex with you this one time, maybe, it's not gonna lead to you hitting me up all the time. Like it's about conversation. Like everything is about conversation. You gotta be direct with everything. Like if I say I'm coming over for this photo shoot, I don't expect you to touch me until the day of the shoot. Cause if you do, I'm probably gonna release you. I'm just saying. Like I like to keep everything business casual, and like even if I'm in a relationship and I do go ahead and go big, I'm supposed to be making content with this girl. At least he knows what's going on and he knows where I'm gonna be. So if it happens, it happens. Like it's about honesty. Like I said, honesty and communication goes a long way for everything. Like even as a mom, I gotta tell my son, look, I know you're going over your dad's house, but don't come back with that shit. You know you go to the pot over here. I don't know what you do over there. I don't know if you actually be going over there. I don't know what you be doing. But when you walk through these doors, you better put that switch or something. Like, I'm not playing.
Alright, so what do your family, friends, parents, whomever, just anybody that you constantly are around or usually are around in your daily life think about you being sex with?
Well, okay, my sisters know. Like I said, my sister used to be so a lot of stuff I don't keep from her. But, you know, as long as I'm comfortable and no one's causing any direct harm, I guess it doesn't matter. My only friend I have left is my dad. I can say he doesn't give a fuck. And I mean, he knows that I can take care of myself and my kid. I don't necessarily need help. But when I do need help, that's my dad at the end of the day, so he's gonna be there. I want to kind of consider them like my outer family, like my aunts and my cousins. They don't really know, and it's not because I don't want to tell them or they never really ask. It's just because we're just not that close. Like, I don't see myself just being, hey, this is what I do for a living. This is where I get my money from. Like, we're just not that comfortable. And then I have another sister. She's like, oh, holy and sanctified. So I don't want to know where this conversation might go. But like relationship-wise, oh, he definitely knows. I don't try to hide it from him. Now, around him, you won't see me making content or like being online, but I'm definitely not hiding it from anybody. You ask me what I do for a living, hey, this is what I do. I mean, whatever. Judge me or not. My pocket's not yours. I'm not crying on Tuesday at 12 noon. You are.
What would you say, or what do you say actually, to any of the people who approach you just being rude, saying, oh, you just a whore, da 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 da, this, that, and the other, just going off at you just for whatever reason?
Judge your mom. My parents were married before they had me. Definitely not a whore. I really don't pay attention to it, honestly. Like I said, can't nobody judge you better than you. People can say a million words that means absolutely nothing. You can say different things that don't even make sense sometimes. Like, I was just going back and forth with somebody on Twitter, not because of that, but just having mental health problems and being in a relationship, and they're like, oh, that's not good for your relationship, that's really toxic of you, you shouldn't be doing it. First of all, me having mental health issues has nothing to do with my relationship. I love myself enough to love someone else. I'm comfortable with conversating certain things with my partner, so that has nothing to do with anything. When I'm depressed or down about whatever the case is, he knows when to give you my time. Like, I'm going through some shit, back the fuck up. Like, it's nothing. I love it. Like that doesn't make sense at all. Like, you can't tell me how I live my personal life just because you know I make content and I sell content, or I got all these different links. My everyday life is nothing like that. You won't see me outside in the thong, no you won't. Sorry. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm obviously not holy and sanctified. I show skin when I want to, but you know, it's all about me. Like, I'm comfortable with me, so can't nobody make me uncomfortable. Like, when I have my kid, you might see me in some sweats or some leggings all the way down to my ankles, but in a tank top, but I'm still expressing me. Like, I'm gonna be me around whoever. No one's gonna bang me in my mouth about it. You know, they used to say that in high school. Like, whatever. That's how I feel.
Yeah. To be on OnlyFans or just on content in general, you really just gotta be in touch with yourself.
Yeah, like, don't go in just because you want to. Well, I see everybody else doing it. That's like when you were younger and your parents was like, hey, I'm gonna make you play basketball because you're tall.
Me?
What? I gotta do this every week, and I actually played basketball in high school, middle school, I think. But I gotta do this every week. I gotta go to games. I gotta perform in front of a whole bunch of people. Oh, don't let me get me started on elementary school. I was on the choir, and I went to a Christian school. I gotta go to Lexington Market every weekend to sing. I'm sick. Do this. I can't. My throat hurt. My teeth hurt. My back hurt. What your back gotta do with you standing up to sing? I gotta stand up and sing. Like, no. You ask me now, can I sing? I'm gonna tell you no. And you're gonna tell me to sing for you, and I'm gonna give you the worst tune ever. I swear I will. My voice isn't trained. But when I'm comfortable enough, trust and believe, I might do a note or so. Like, that's also like being a poet. I write poetry, so I'm more of a writer. I'm not really a spoken word artist, I would say. I've done events because I wanted to, yeah, just to put myself out there, but it wouldn't be an everyday thing. You wouldn't catch me going to an open mic every week, maybe like twice in a month or something. Like, I write to get my emotions out of my head. And that's just like with me making content. Masturbation is a great medicine. I couldn't have like sugarcoat it no better. But dopamine is a real thing, and that happens when you release the tension from your body. That's normally caused by that. It's an amazing thing. It makes you feel so much better. I tell my boyfriend all the time, but I don't need to have sex with you. I can have sex with myself. And he doesn't feel no type of way about it. Okay. But nobody can touch you like I can touch you. You're right. No one can, because it's a toy and it's wireless and I have to hold it in my right hand and focus with my left hand. Like, yeah, my toy can't bend me over, but the nut would still be the same. Trust and believe me. I can please myself a million times better than you can. Like, not on no pumping my head up, like nothing. Like, can't hold. When without you and before you, I did it myself. I figured it out.
Alright, I only got a couple more questions. We're gonna wrap this up. But why do you think there is such a disconnect between the people who only see sex workers as an object and those who actually support you and support the community as well?
So a lot of hate, I wouldn't say direct hate mail, but hate mail that I've seen trending on Facebook is, the bad thing about sex workers is we make money off of someone else's coin. Yes, that is true. I'm sorry that you're not pleasing your man enough that he has to go out there and figure it out for himself. I'm sorry. That's nothing I have to do with. That's between you and him. That's between him and God. Let's say that. And even with that being said, like, a lot of retired white men get on stuff like that. And why? Because not only are they retired, some of their wives are sick and old and not capable of doing all the stuff that they see in porn. White men love black porn, especially black amateur porn. I'm a taco, and by taco I mean I'm mixed with a whole bunch of different races, so I don't consider myself black, but I also don't consider myself white. But anyway, yeah, retired men, like that's where a lot of sugar daddies come from. People just want somebody they can talk to. Even on my live streams, I've found out, like, a lot of my subscribers that actually follow my page that get notified when I'm online is like over the age of 50. Like, they just want somebody they can talk to. They don't necessarily care about you being naked. They just feel comfortable enough with you to spill whatever they're going through at the time. Like, but I'm gonna pay you for it because I know you're a sex worker. That's what that is. Like, it was another question. That was the bad thing. The good thing, the people that support me, I really appreciate it. I really do. Like, I had even my homegirls, like, I would do like a sale or something every month, or at least I try to. Whether it's the beginning, the middle, and in the month, I do a sale for like 5 days. It'll be like a $5 sale or whatever. And I've had my homegirls go send me the direct link so I can subscribe. I appreciate that shit. I swear to God I do. Like, not only stealing your money, but you don't have to watch me naked. Like, and I know you're not gonna judge me. Like, I know that you understand this is what I feel I am comfortable enough to do to support me and my kids.
Right.
Like it's a great thing. Like even like outer circles that support me. Like I've had people ask me for the link just because I posted, hey, don't you want to know what I posted on my OnlyFans? Like I probably didn't even post nothing that day. But that's not the point. Like, yeah, I want to know what you posted, and then they'll get on there like you ain't post nothing. Why you ain't post nothing? Like, cause I just want any subscribers, and they be like, oh, alright. And then they'll say subscribe. Like, obviously you're going through something, and you need it to make random posts. Like, that's an amazing thing. Fans are amazing, period. Like, I have a fan that's kind of been my fan for like years now. And like, we built a personal relationship where so if I know I can't make rent this week and I'm short $20 or $100 or whatever the case is, I can go, hey, let me get this. Like, you don't gotta lie when it comes to certain stuff. When it comes to your actual supporters versus people that just want to talk shit. Like, they're going to support you no matter what. Yeah, I know you got an OnlyFans page. Yeah, I know you got such and such many subscribers. Yeah, I know your page is this much a month, and you should have the money you're asking me for. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter when somebody supports you. Either they're going to support you or they're not.
Well, you actually answered the follow-up question, which was just going to be, why do certain people buy content, and what were some of the good reasons? And
yeah, they're going to support you or they're not.
Right.
Like, people buy content just to say I bought it.
Facts.
Shit, I bought plenty of people's like designer stuff. Shit, what I got on now, Raw Beauty, Taylor Jones on Facebook. We'll put that link in there too. But yeah, like I support people just because I want to. I don't support people because I can. Like that's a big difference. Wanting and can do something is two different things. Can do is I want to support you because you're selling something and we're close. But if you ask me to put a review on it or ask me how I wore it, I'm going to say no, I hung it up on my wall. Like, this outfit I actually wanted. It's a cool outfit. Actually a two-piece. But, yeah, and then, you know, she also does hair, so it was convenient. It was like I wanted new outfits. I didn't want to order them from Fashion Nova. She has some of the stuff Fashion Nova has, but I would say a little bit cheaper and better.
So you got the hookup.
Yeah, it was a one-day thing, and I had to wait 5 days to get it.
Sure.
It's right there.
So yeah, support your local vendors.
Support them motherfuckers.
But
y'all get unemployment, all types of other stuff. I'm not even going to throw that in there, but I just did. You better take $20 and support your local. Yes, I said $20 because just because they local don't mean they selling cheap stuff. Like, shit, when I first started modeling, I had someone ask me, did I want to book a photo shoot? And I'm like, okay, you asked me to book a photo shoot. So I'm thinking, you know, it's free. Of course. You asking me, I didn't ask you. And they was like, okay, I charge such and such. And I'm like, I'm not paying for no photo shoot. You asked me. But getting older and realizing, hey, I can pay for this. Yes, they'll have credit to all my stuff, but they're putting me out there also. Them as a photographer and me as a model. So I became comfortable with finding different photographers and go, hey, this is what kind of shoot I need. How much is you gonna charge me? Like, and then even now, like, I have photographers hitting me up, hey, how much are you gonna charge me for this shoot? And I'm like, okay, well, it depends on how explicit it is, because if I'm stripping down to my toes, that's a lot. I mean, I gotta get all this done. I need to go get hair. I need to find a wig, or I need to make sure my hair is done, like all that. You're about to die.
Oh, damn. Alright. Well, in these last few minutes, we can go ahead, plug all your little bit of links and a few things that you can just name off the top of your head. I know for Instagram, you got two, right? It's
Yeah.
Erotic Paints.
Yes, underscore erotic paints, PAINTC, and that also goes for like my main Instagram is erotic paint model, but it's underscore erotic dot paint dot model. I mean underscore model. So